Okay, well, welcome. This is another Best Boys production. This is Dave here with my friend
Jeremy,
Jeremy. Jeremy, where are we right now?
we are in northeast Edmonton. We're in a parking lot. This is the old Colosseum,
Northlands Colosseum.
Northlands Colosseum, and it is scheduled for demolition. They've actually had it scheduled for demolition for a very, very long time, mostly because the plan was to do something with it, and now actually it's just going to get torn down.
Do you know what they're doing with this lot, with this area? You know, I have seen Wayne Gretzky, the famous, most excellent, well, some would say he's not so much anymore because of freaking Ovechkin. But Wayne Gretzky, best hockey player in the world, in my opinion. I've seen him play in that building so many times.
Oh, really?
When I was a kid growing up, we had season tickets, and my dad took me there all the time.
Cool.
So I have autographs from them. Back in the day, you could go down underneath and wait by their locker room until they came out. Now you can't go down there, obviously, but we would sit there and wait, and there'd be a crowd of people, and they'd come out and sign autographs.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, and then they used to have the Wayne Gretzky statue outside here. That's been
that's
moved
right.
downtown. So
Yeah. It actually is a little sketchy. We're sitting, we have two cars. My van is beside us. We're sitting in Jeremy's car in a very empty parking lot, a huge parking lot in a very sketchy part of town.
So we are well aware that this looks like it's something other than what it is.
I set my stopwatch, and I'm timing how long until a cop comes by and says, "What's going on here, boys?" It's going to happen.
It's going to be very hard to look at them and explain. It's just a podcast,
Yes.
Sir.
What's your favorite color? Here comes an ambulance. I wonder if they're coming to check.
They are coming
actually
in.
coming to check us out. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
It's Hope Mission.
okay.
Hope Mission.
Maybe they're coming to help us. If they gave us a meal.
Well, I've given them a lot of money.
Well,
to be
that's
honest,
true.
so
I have too.
maybe I got some coming back to me.
God
God bless them.
A really good friend of mine let his beard grow down once, like to the point where it was down by his belly button. And he for a while there, he was doing odd jobs and whatnot. He was working for this church once because he was going to this church, and he's doing some work. He was doing some landscaping for him. And one time he was just out there. I'm sitting. It was lunchtime, and some elderly women from some nearby thing thought he was homeless and came and gave him sandwiches. That was awesome. Well done. But maybe you need to trim that beard.
That's classic.
He was awesome. So good.
You know, you should dress better when that happens.
Yes.
No, honestly, I have a job and a family. You can keep that money.
Yeah. So speaking of which, Dave, have you ever had a confrontation with the cops?
Do you know what I find? I've had a lot of speeding tickets in my day, and I've got out of a lot of speeding tickets in my day.
You're kidding.
Yeah. And here's the key. Here's the trick. Honestly, it works. And cops have told me this. You just be nice. You just be nice to them. You confess everything. I probably was speeding. Yeah, sorry about that. And just be very nice, because you think about a cop's life. Like, they pull over people, and most people who know they're going to get a ticket are furious, and they're angry, and they're mad, and they're yelling and defending themselves and calling the cop all sorts of names and words and stuff. And so when the cop gets a nice person, they're like, "Oh, thank goodness." And I can't tell you how many times they're like, "You know what? I'll just knock that ticket down to this." And
you can't tell me how many times you speed a lot then. Huh?
Yeah, I used to. And then they pull up, they're like, "Dave, you again? What? Okay, I can't do it again. I can't give you another discount."
They probably knew it was you when they walked up and said, "Oh, I recognize that license plate."
Speaking of license plates, I was going once. This is before 9/11, so when the borders were very loosey-goosey.
Okay,
you didn't have to bring your passport to go across the U.S. border. Nothing. You remember those days?
Yeah.
At Trinity, we'd go across the border for gas and cheese. Those were the two really cheap things in the States. Do you remember that?
All I really had to do was go get gas. Go get cheese, because that would give me gas. I didn't need that. Actually, I didn't really. I didn't drive much back then.
Okay. Well, I did a lot. I went to the States a lot.
And you went fast, apparently.
Yeah. But one time I went over, and again, it was before 9/11, so everything was very low key. And this was probably 1996, mid 90s.
Okay.
Right after grad.
Yeah,
and I was going to visit our friend Andrew, who lives in Linden.
Oh, yeah, Andrew.
And it was his birthday, and I was driving by myself in my little blue Jetta. I don't know if you remember my little blue Jetta.
Oh, yes, I do actually remember your blue Jetta. Yeah.
And so I pulled up to the crossing, and the guy asked me a bunch of questions, that they always do. or a few questions, and he kept asking me, "Is this your car?" He asked me like 3 times, and I'm like, "Yes, this is my car."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's going on?" And as I'm talking, I realize, I look up and I realize my car has been surrounded by border guards, and they didn't have their guns drawn, but you could tell they were ready. Like
Yeah.
and then this guy comes up to this, I guess his supervisor comes up to the guy that asked me questions, and the guy turns to his supervisor and he goes, "I've got 3 hits on him." And the supervisor just looks shocked, and he looks at me and he goes, "Sir, put your hands on the dash slowly." And so I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Just do what I say." And he walks me through the whole thing. Turn your keys off, put your keys on your seat and or on your dash, and then open your door slowly, get out of the car, and like again, all these guards around the car, and they handcuffed me behind my back. And there's a whole lineup of cars, like it just everyone's just watching with open, eyes and stuff. And they take me into this cell, and they leave me there alone for like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. It seemed like 10 minutes, maybe it was less. But then they come in, they're like, "Okay, you're free to go," and they didn't give me any explanation. And as I'm walking out, I'm like, "What was that? What happened? Like, what did I do?" He goes, "Oh, just when you pulled up, we typed in the wrong license plate number." Like this is back in the day where they actually manually typed in the license plate number as the car pulls up, and I guess they're off by 1 digit. And whoever it was
A bad boy.
dude.
Worst I've got, I got a photo ticket in the mail once.
Jeremy.
I know. I was a little mad about that, but anyway, that's about it. No,
You're a law-abiding citizen.
Oh my gosh, am I ever?
You pay your taxes too?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, Jeremy. I have so much to teach you.
Yeah.
No, I do.
My daughter comes home from babysitting, and we got to take off a little bit of tax and make sure we send that in.
What?
I'm kidding. I would never do that.
Wait, she's like 16 or 14. Is it 15? What is she? 16?
Don't tell Revenue Canada that I don't do it, okay? That'd be really
They don't listen
that.
to podcasts. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would say I'm very law-abiding. Like I will overpay my taxes. I'll make sure that there's no like missed stuff. Like yeah, I'm very careful about that stuff. I am shocked at how many.
Dave's just getting his little speech ready for when the cop comes to see if we're selling drugs here.
That's right. I'm shocked at how many like professional athletes and movie stars and people that make like millions of dollars. I'm shocked at how they seem to always get caught in this tax evasion stuff. Like, don't they know that? Of course, they're going to look into them. If you're making 10 million a year, like someone's going to look into that.
I don't know. I have no context for that. Maybe they do feel that. Maybe they don't. I certainly don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, the last time I made 10 million was never ago.
Yeah.
Oh well,
that's okay.
It's just money. We're both
just
sad.
Money.
We're both we're sitting in a car in an empty parking lot, doing a podcast with like 0 viewers.
Like it really does feel like that building across from us is going to fall down at any moment in time.
They might as well break them both down at the same time. Northlands.
Well, that's a nice Tim Hortons across the way there.
Yeah,
I love me some Timmy's. My I don't know if I told you this before. My brother-in-law actually is an RCMP officer, and do you remember the Fallen Four?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you know them?
Well, one of the Brock Myrtle was his cousin.
Oh my gosh!
So it was right about that time that he decided he was going to go into the RCMP. So
tell the viewers what was it if they don't know.
So in oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it was it was a while ago. It feels like 20 years ago. We had north of here there was a standoff at a Quonset, and the guy ended up shooting 4 RCMP officers in short order, and yeah, it was pretty tragic. It was
traumatic.
It was traumatic. It was it would have been one thing if they'd really kind of been expecting it, but these poor RCMP officers really had no idea, I don't think, what was going on, the scale of what they were.
I think everyone's reaction was like, "This happened in Canada? Like, what is going on?"
Yeah,
like,
that was crazy.
Shocking.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So, do you know who else is an RCMP person? I think our friend from school, Nikki.
You're kidding?
Yeah, don't say her last name, just in case.
No, yeah. Nikki. Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember Nikki?
I do remember Nikki.
She's a very nice girl. I liked her.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, she was nice, Jeremy.
Well, no, not that. She went to the RCMP.
Really?
Okay.
I think I heard somewhere or saw somewhere, or maybe I snooped on the internet once. I don't know.
No.
Check my browser history. No.
Oh, now this just got awkward and uncomfortable. Oh,
That'd be funny if a cop did come by here and he didn't believe that we were doing a podcast and we played it for him.
we'd have to play it for him.
Yeah, play it for him and all our cop stories. And he'd be like, no, that's not true. We're not nice. We don't give you guts for being nice. Da, da, da.
You're just lying, officer.
Why are you slipping me a $20 bill? That's not, we don't do that.
So do you have any other cop stories? You said you got, like, you sped a lot.
I sped a lot, yeah. I'm trying to think of cop stories. Like, what's a good one? I feel like I've told the border one before. Did I tell that before?
Actually, I think you did.
On our podcast?
Yeah,
Is that why the whole time you're like,
oh, no.
rolling your eyes? Jeremy's just like,
trying to,
he's doing this motion with his hand, like, come on, let's go. I should go back and listen to both of them and see if they're the same. It's like, there was 30 cops. And the next one, there was 50 cops out there. They wanted to shoot me.
But I took them all. I took them down. Single-handed. I drove my car through the building. It was awesome.
Actually, I don't really, other than that, I thought I had lots of cop stories, but maybe I don't.
I certainly don't. I got pulled over once because I had a taillight out.
I have to say, being a cop would be one of the scariest jobs because you never know who you're going to come across.
Oh, absolutely.
When you pull over a car, you don't know if that guy's on meth or a drug dealer that's ready to kill. Like,
nope.
You have no idea who you're pulling over. Like,
yep.
That's frightening.
Well, and we do. We hear stories, not, I won't say constantly because I don't want to overstate it, but you do hear stories on a regular basis of stuff like that and where it went awry. They pulled over a guy for whatever, and then there was a shootout or whatever. Quickly. Yeah.
I think unfortunately the only time you hear about cops usually is when there's some corruption or something bad, and we don't hear about all the good things they're doing.
But I will say that I have seen, like, on social media, I tend to see, like, a lot of these little videos, and where basically the caption line is like, the cop didn't have to do this.
Oh yeah.
And then you see, like, the guy out there who's helping the kids downtown, maybe plays basketball with them, helps the old lady with something like there's probably way more of that.
I think that stuff does happen, but when I see the videos, I can't help but think this is staged. This is just a setup.
That is just how jaded we are.
I'm so skeptical, and I know it's bad, but like I say, I'm sure that stuff really is happening. There are good guys out there doing good things.
Yeah,
I have no doubts. But when I see a video,
I have no doubts, except for the huge doubt that I have that this is real.
Well, there's so many videos that I watch. I'm like, this is staged. This is set up. Like, they used to have that. What was it? America's Funniest Videos or something.
Yeah.
And there'd be people like in their living room, and all of a sudden the shelf would collapse. I'm like, who films them sitting in the living room right when the shelf collapses?
Exactly.
I
wonder about that too. Of course, nowadays it's not even so much being set up as, I wonder if this was just AI.
No, totally. Yeah. That's what's frightening to me. I think we talked about this before. We're coming to an age where you need to have discretion because you don't know what's true and what's not. Like in media and in all the sources of information that are coming out there, you don't know what's fake.
That's true. However, I think I can speak for anybody that would be listening to these podcasts that we're all pretty sure that Dave did get stopped at the border, because that story did come out twice, and it was pretty similar in both cases. So
you know what?
I trust him.
On our next cast, I'll tell it again, and I'll try to give a little more flavor to it. It's a great way to kill 3 minutes. I was in a red Jetta, not a blue one. Oh, that's crazy.
And I was coming back from Mexico.
Yeah. That's nuts, though, to think that back then you could just drive across the border and there was one time. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got another cop story. Okay. I did get a speeding ticket in the States, in Linden. And I had to come back. I was going to fight it. So I got the court date. Mm-hmm. And I was just going to go because I was told that, I think it was Andrew that told me this. He goes, just show up. If you just show up, they'll reduce it by X amount. I'm like, okay. So when I was driving down for the whatever you call it, the meeting, the court case or whatever,
yep.
And I was going through, and the guy asked, what are you coming into the States for? I'm like, well, I'm disputing a ticket. He goes, oh, what kind of a ticket? I'm like, well, I got a speeding ticket when I was here a couple weeks ago or a month ago or whatever. He goes, oh, how fast were you going? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, well, guess. He seriously would not let it. I'm like, I don't know. I literally don't know. He goes, well, take a guess. Like, he just wanted me to say a number. I'm like, I don't know. Like 70? I don't know. He goes, well, next time, please respect our traffic laws. I'm like, these, honestly, some of the border guards were just brutal.
Well, okay, Dave, now that there's been some time between then and there, how fast were you going?
Literally don't know. And then if you're going to pull up miles and kilometers on me, I have no idea. The car was smoking. The tires were smoking. It's really fast.
Get it in furlongs.
Yeah, border guards, they got it rough too, because they're also same deal. Like, you don't know who's coming across.
Yeah.
Although you don't hear too many. Well, or do you? I don't know.
Well, it depends. When we lived in the Penny House,
Yeah.
one of the
Daphne.
Yes.
She
Daphne worked as a border guard.
That's right.
She had a pretty she was pretty proud. She had a guy pulled up, and apparently she was asking him some questions, and do you have anything to declare? No, I do not, ma'am. Like, he was apparently focused straight forward, didn't turn his head anything. His answers were completely robotic, and he's like, she's okay, pull over. And yeah, they caught a bunch of drugs or whatever.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that. It's a good drug bust. Good for her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good
Way
for
to
her.
go, Daff. She just doesn't seem to be like, she was such a happy-go-lucky, friendly, laughy girl.
Okay, now we're talking about Daff. Where I work, there is a picture on a wall of a teacher. Like, it's a generic teacher. Picture for advertising for Ed Public or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's Daphne.
It's Daphne
working with a little girl. Yeah, it looks exactly. I should take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
she was such a nice girl.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Border guards. Another border guard story. What was it? Border guards. Natalie. I don't know. Lost it. Or Daphne.
Natalie?
Daphne.
Natalie Portman.
Daphne. Border guard.
Vader's mom.
So as we're sitting in this car, I'm just thinking here, like, we've already said it looks sketchy. 2 cars in the middle of the parking lot. But we're both, I guess, giving off a lot of heat because windows are all fogged up. So this does not look good.
From a distance, it looks like it could be a little smoky.
Like we're hotboxing or something,
Yeah.
which is a term I don't know what it means, but I think it's when you smoke drugs in a car.
I don't know.
Is that what hotboxing?
I've
heard people say it.
I thought you were referring to like some Chinese food, like a little hot box. I have no context for this.
I am not buying this innocent Jeremy story.
I pay my taxes. I don't know what hotbox is. I just teach math.
I work with students.
I just teach math. That's all I do. I do numbers all day.
That's it.
Jeremy, this is not adding up. Come on. How many puns do you get from your students? Like,
what's that?
How many puns do you get as a math teacher? Do people like say, "Oh, things don't add up," like stuff like that?
Actually, most of the time, honestly, a lot of times, all I get in the classroom is crickets. Hello.
People just texting on their phones.
Those are the jokes. Yeah, well, no, actually, they can't nowadays. There's no cell phones.
I guess
they get in trouble.
Not just texting, but like you could do math equations and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes. No, yeah, there's apps out there you can take pictures of the equation, it'll solve it for them.
Oh my gosh. And what about what do you call those? The watches. I watch.
Oh yeah.
You can't wear any of those?
No, well, you're not supposed to. Yeah, we're supposed to catch those and get rid of those. That's probably not so much a big deal for math because it would be very hard to enter in an equation, I think, into one of those things in a kind of a discrete way.
Yeah. I remember we used to have our high school tests, like they would have multiple grades and they'd have the gymnasium would have like big tables set up. You guys still do that?
Yep.
The 4 people do a table in different grades?
No, not like that.
No,
they're just rows and rows of desks. That's it.
Like where you sit in and you have your own personal desk.
Yep.
Okay. Well, back in our day, we had like a 6-foot table basically, and you have 2 people on the ends and 2 people on the sides, like scattered, staggered, so you're got your own space. And they have different grades, so it's not the same one. But anyways, I was sitting across from a guy a year older than me named John. He was a famous rugby player, played for Canada. And we're about to take the test, and all of a sudden, this thing falls out of his mouth and rolls onto my page, and it's his tooth.
Oh, you're kidding!
And he goes, "Oh, sorry, Swan." And he grabs it, and it's just like one of those things
that
clip in there, like a false tooth that clips in.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, sorry, Swan." And he grabs it, and just clicks it back in. I'm like, dude.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That was nuts.
We just just really quickly, because there's some stuff that happens out there that's kind of weird. We had a student. This is a couple years ago, who would have a seizure when they did math.
Like like stressed out, like just
Well, they would
freak
have.
out?
Well, I know, I don't think it was a freak out thing. Honestly, it was like when they had to really sit and focus on the math. Um, they had a seizure, a full on seizure, and at first we thought, okay, well, that was just a one off. It happened, but nope, it seemed to
Oh, it
happen.
was a pattern. I see.
There was a pattern
Yeah,
of seizures here. Oh, like I remember walking this poor kid down to the office to wait for his mom, and he could talk and he could walk, but he was unintelligible. Oh, he just broke my heart. This poor kid.
What was he doing on purpose, you think, to get out of the test?
Oh my gosh, no, like no. This was he.
Oh, I thought that's what you were getting at.
No. This was
But it
an
only
issue
happened when he had a test.
when he was
So
focused
stress-induced?
on maybe, but particularly with the math there. Anyway, I've read about stuff like that before.
Math-induced. I get you.
Well, I know that sounds crazy, but apparently there is a form of epilepsy that is related to symbol interpretation.
Hmm.
So it just, as soon as you have to start to do that kind of abstract reasoning, it sets off
Your brain just
it sets
snaps.
off, yeah.
Wow.
Just it when it was sad. I really felt for this kid. He was a nice enough kid.
That's a
Oh,
great way to end our podcast. Is a sad story.
I know, right?
And no cops. No cops.
And no
stopped us.
cops came. I was gonna say to anybody that might ever listen to this, before
So
this,
our wives,
yeah,
basically.
our wives, yeah. Before Dave and I do this, and after this, like our conversations are literally sprinkled with laughter the whole way through. I hope you guys have friends that you can just sit and talk and laugh with, because it's good for the soul.
It's a good thing, and that's a testimony to our friendship. Have we ever fought? I don't think we've ever had a fight.
I don't think so. Not unless it was on stage.
Oh, shut up, Jeremy. Have I ever said that? Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah, but I probably deserved it.
No, even on stage.
Yes,
yeah.
Dave.
Because Jeremy, in case you don't know, Jeremy and I started our relationship doing comedy improv together at Trinity.
Now we should talk about that at one point.
Yeah, we should. Maybe in the next podcast.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Well, this has been Best Boys in the Colosseum parking lot, and we did manage to avoid bumping into the cops today, which is a good day.
It's always a good day when you do that. All right, see you later.
Bye.